call the special regular meeting to order and call for an adoption of the agenda. I'll just make a comment on the agenda. I don't think we need to change anything, but I'm going to be going through it in the reverse order. We'll be dealing with the bylaw first, number 4, and then coming back to number 3, the reports. Motion to adopt the agenda. Councillor Cunningham, Councillor Niche, any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? It is carried. Bylaw, item number 4, the recommendation is that City Council give fourth and final reading to the zoning amendment bylaw number 3511. Again, as you'll recall, Council, we are doing this because of a numbering duplication that had to be corrected. And so is there a motion to that effect? Councillor Randhawa, Councillor Adey, any discussion? All in favor? Carried. We move now on to item number 3A, the report from the Chief Financial Officer regarding the RCMP construction award. Recommendation that Council award the construction of the RCMP detachment to CT Northern Contractors Alliance Limited Partnership under the Master Services Agreement. Can I have a motion to that effect, please? Councillor Niche, Councillor Forster. Any discussion? Councillor Adey.
Just a question. I'm just wondering why we needed to do this in a special meeting. What is the time pressure that creates the need for this?
Dr. Buchan.
Your Worship, I'd like to defer that to our Chief Financial Officer.
Thank you. Actually, they're prepared to start right away, but we needed the zoning to actually pass first before we presented a contract award.
Does that make sense, Councillor Adey? Go ahead.
And just a follow-up question on the price certainty. The construction costs are at $20 million. So could you just explain for me what mechanism is in there that makes that a certain number for us?
Director Bauman.
I'm actually going to defer over to the Director of Operations. I've outlined the model itself in the report. It is under what's called a progressive design build, and design builds typically basically provide much of the detailed design and owner statement of requirements in advance. In that way, everything pretty much is already known. Some cost certainty. There's already been we have a cost consultant that has vetted the prices that were provided through this contract. So there's comfort between both parties, the owner and the contractor, to be able to deliver in the price that's the target. But I will pass it over to the Director of Operations for further discussion if there's anything else he can add.
Director Pucci.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. There's really no more to add. I think our CFO went through it. Is that they've done the exercise. They've got cost consultants and gone out to market and have narrowed that scope down to be able to give us a certain price that we're comfortable with.
Councillor Cunningham.
Okay, I know we took out a loan for $25 million for this, and then we had, I believe, $1.1 million in reserves, so it comes up to the amount of $26.1. But I see a contingency in here for $1.96. Is that contingency definitely going to be used, or is it just in case?
Director Bauman.
It's definitely just in case. The contract that they've provided is $20 million. It actually includes a small amount of contingency within their contract for any of the last minute unknowns once they finalize the design, because that is a part of the second phase. However, there's an extra little bit of contingency because we had budgeted the $26.1 million. So all I'm outlining is that it is still within budget, and that of the 26.1 budget, there is that buffer as a extra contingency.
Councillor Cunningham.
So the progressive design build model, which I really don't understand, but you say it's a thing of the future, and present and it gives you more stability in pricing. But you're also saying that the design isn't totally complete, so could it possibly go higher than the total?
Director Bauman.
The contract takes into account the fact that there could be some small adjustments within it that would be determined more so after the detailed design. However, that being said, the owner statement of requirements has been quite thorough, so there would only be very, very small little bits in the last part of the detailed design that are possibly at risk, but that would be within the contingency that is a part of their contract.
Councillor Cunningham.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions or comments? All in favor? Any opposed? Carried. I would now entertain a motion to adjourn. Councillor Ady, seconded by Councillor Randawa. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Meeting adjourned.